Yeah, so right now what I'm trying to do is using the same idea of shape and form language to adding more element. One thing I wanted to do is just duplicating the arch and make it upside down to creating a nice connection between vertical and the and also our ground plant, which is our water plants. I think this kind of way of connecting different phases is kind of an approach I feel like is very much echoing the idea of water. It's like flowing around, and it could be creating a nice connection between different area. So yeah, I think immediately, and also this is a very effective way to design because it creating such a strong and a shape which is almost like some kind of cylinder shape. Is kind of very easy to read and a nice framing for our composition. I think it's a just amazing way to do increasing another level of different shape and form, and also helping us to framing our composition. It just all kinds of nice benefits. And also I think this shape also kind of like have a much more stronger connection. It's like the supporting, like our ground are supporting the vertical element. But and right now I'm going to design some of the using the same idea of shape, water flow, phone language to adding on our this um fortress tower, some kind of element. I going to design this element, and like now I'm going to using at the add-on. I think this is from hard apples. It's called dice. It's going to giving us more segment, which is related to the next thing I wanted to do is using the letter from Quick Default. And I think there's a building a letter system, a letter modifier you can using in Blender, but for me, like I like Quick Default because it just simplify the workflow a lot. I just really like it, so I want to using this to modify my shape, which I think is you see you can feel the kind of soft flow feeling, but of course I wanted to make it not too soft. I still want this looks like a stone, very hard element, but I just wanted to creating this kind of floating around the kind of feeling to like maybe I think this civilization, this city, the people who living here, they just admire the power of water, so they wanted to apply this kind of idea, you know, on it. They learn from the nature, they learn from water, so now they were using, they noticed like curvature is a much stronger than vertical element. So it to me is like I started to have this kind of some kind of story or culture background in my brain, in my mind. But of course it's not like I was very giving a very nice thoughtful process, like really deep dive into this idea. Right now I'm just like have fun to using all those modifier to tweak the shape and form, then also try to bring the kind of flow water flow, the kind of idea to into our scene. And also design new elements. And yeah, and also all the ones the reason, at each step it wasn't too complicated, but the real difficult thing is like you need to combine all the aspect that I previously talked about it, like shape and phone language. You don't forget we still have our phone language. The first level phone language is the square uh, rectangle, the kind of very solid stone phone language, then we are according to that, and we are adjusting big, medium, small proportion, and now we are adding another level of phone language, and the water flow phone language. Now we still need to pay attention to you know big, medium, and small and the proportion, and that's just very important key factor to make it seem looks nice. It just but without the nice big, medium, and small detail, um the ideal itself could be had a lot of potential for sure, but it will break the feeling of like realism, or make it sometimes it will make it look like maybe like too toy or something, but it is not a bad thing, but they're really depending on what's your target, like why the reason, what kind of feeling you want to deliver. For me it's like for sure I wanted more of the proportion, the big, medium, small feeling that giving me sense of realism. To That's something for sure I wanted to do. So yes, you see that, and I combine with array and the mirror, all the simple modifier that I talked about previously. Now we got a really nice some kind of background slash midground element, and also with our new phone language, which is the water flow phone language. I think this is pretty interesting. It's just, and for me, like I am surprising too. Because actually when I doing this, I didn't you know putting a lot of time to properly think about like design or world building. I'm just follow my own process, and I just try to doing while thinking. And right now I got this. I'm pretty happy. I'm super happy. I feel like wow, this is actually really getting somewhere. By just applying all those simple tips and tricks that I talked about previously. Just and I just really enjoy the process. Um, so yeah, right now I'm just try to creating some I want to creating some kind of central element, because one thing for sure, this linear perspective composition with repetition of a hole and another hole, which is guiding our eyes toward to the y-axis. This kind of composition are kind of leading our eye into some kind of focal point. But well, previously we don't have any focal element. So right now I noticed that. So I think, yeah, I need to creating a focal element, which is just I'm just duplicating the shape and form and to make it mirror. And yeah, we got something interesting, right? Some kind of a monumental. Sorry, I kind of forgot about the words, but some kind of iconic central element started to shows up in front of our eye, and now I turn on all the element, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about the result. And yeah, I think we're going to continually to push the phone language and follow the phone language doing more thing, more design in the next chapters. And yeah, see you in the next chapter.